We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Whoa, I think I just walked into a spider web. Welcome to day 9 of Vlogmas. We're about to take the puppies for a walk to get a coffee. And where are they? They're running around like crazy. And just a little nibble because we have lunch and dinner plans today. We can cancel any of them, but you know, we'll make plans and then we'll see how we feel. Hubby is working today, so if we go to the beach, which I really want to go to the beach because it's my happy place, then he probably won't be coming. So it'll just be me. Maybe I'll take the dogs, but it might be a bit hard. So we shall see. Latte, kangaroo liver sprinkles. So I've gone for the smoothie bowl, but I doubt I'm going to eat all of this because I want to save room for lunch. But how divine, it's mango, coconut and lychee with raspberries, mango, strawberries and flowers, and like a coconut granola and cacao nibs. And then oh, sweet tooth over here, that's carrot cake with like a little jammy thing and some cream. Very pretty. What have we got for you guys? Doggy donuts. Put them down here. Okay. Can't pick it up. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, babies. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. Watermelon, ginger and lime. Yum-o. And this is delicious too. Well, that was a delicious breakfast. Highly recommend. Hubby needs to do some work now, so I'm thinking I might scoot to the beach for an hour or so. How about that? Come with me. So I just got some feedback from the hubby that he doesn't like, what's that? He doesn't like being called hubby. I never call him hubby. But I'm like, it takes too long to say the husband, my husband all the time. And I can't use his name. So I asked for a suggestion and he said, why don't you call me Mr. Addiction or something? Because you're Dale's Addiction, so I can be Mr. Addiction. I'm like, it's still too long. So does anyone have any ideas about what I could call him? Okay, I'm going to the beach for an hour or so while Mr. Addiction, as his new name is, does some meetings. I thought I would show you my OOTD beach style. So I've got my Zimmerman beach bag. This is a Country Road wrap, so it's got like this little elastic bit and then a bat wing sleeve, and you can wear it off both shoulders or off the shoulder. Got my Havaianas, and I've also got my Zimmerman togs underneath. In my bag, I have lots of things. I've got my visor. I have a bit of soda water left. Not going to be that long, so I won't need too much. I've got my Remarkable to take some notes about Vlogmases to come. I just can't lay there and do nothing. I'm terrible. I've got this Sunny Life little bag where I put all of my things that I want to stay unsandy. And you might say, don't you want your Remarkable to stay unsandy? Yes, but I'm not really sharing it with anyone else. So I've got my spare phone in here for filming. I've got the car key, Dior lip gloss, my AirPods, and a sunglasses holder. Then I've got a beach towel. I've got some sunscreen, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So I will see you on the beach. Right, we're at the beach, and I've decided to be ambitious and put up my shade. Let's see how this goes. I can't film it, obviously, because it's just me, so you will just have to imagine how awkward and clumsy this is going to be. So that actually wasn't very painful, except for the fact that I pinched my finger. Oops, now I'm putting my hand over the lens. Except for the fact that I pinched my finger, and I've got a little injury now, like a little blood blister. So that's going to be nice. Yeah. So I'm at Alex Heads Beach. I was going to go a little bit further along the coast, but there was parks when I drove past, and that's a rarity, so I thought that I would just take advantage of the fact that there are parks. I've got the shade, but I will kind of edge out of the shade and attempt to get a little bit of colour. The water isn't looking as beautiful as it normally does because there's been a lot of rain, and that weather kind of mixes up the water and it's turned it to like a dark blue, more sandy kind of coloured water instead of the beautiful turquoise that it usually is. But I'll show you some scenery, and then I'm just going to relax for a little bit. Just stunning. I wish Mr. Addiction had driven me here so I could have filmed some of the coastline coming down, but yeah, it really was just a spur of the moment little trip. So you can only do what you can do, and trying to fit everything in at the same time is a bit tricky. So there's lots of kids down here because it's school holidays. For the Catholic schools and state schools will go on holidays at the end of this week. Okay, let's go and put our feet in. I won't swim, just because I'm not near the life-saving flags, and you've seen my swimming already. Discovered a bit of a sandcastle here. Okay. Wondering, there's a good moat. Must have been here for quite a while, I'd say. It's all dried out and cracked. And what does this remind you of? Two castles and a moat, or something else? It's so odd to see seagrass on the beaches here. They're usually really, really clean. So obviously all this water has pushed, oh, it's actually not cold at all, has pushed grass out of the creeks and estuaries into the beach. So it's actually nice and refreshing because it's, even though it looks kind of overcast, it's actually very warm. I hate the feeling of weed on my legs. So there's my little posse. Not bad, hey? Beautiful. I'm not completely sure of how good my sound quality is because I've tried to keep you in my earpods so that you can actually hear me. And I'm not naked. It looks like I'm naked from here. So I just wanted to shout out to Fiona Hunter. Fiona's in hospital and she's going to be recovering and watching my vlog. So wish you a speedy recovery. I hope everything goes well and you're back home in time and feeling well to enjoy a Christmas feast, Fiona. It's been lovely interacting with you all over Vlogmas. It's such a different kind of relationship to just sit down videos. So I hope you're liking it. I I don't know what's going on with my subscribers. I took a screenshot. I'd reached 5,000 subscribers, and lucky that I didn't celebrate too early because it keeps going down now. It's like 4,991, and I'm like, why? Do I take this personally, or were they just bots? Or people, I don't know. Why? Does anyone know why that happens? Please let me know. So we've got potato cakes, seem to be a southern Australian states thing. So New South Wales, I think, Victoria, Tasmania. South Australia has similar names to the UK, which is not surprising because it was a freely settled state. So potato fritters. Then we've got hash browns as well. Yeah, so lots of interesting names have come out. I think I'm going to go back in now because it's probably really noisy. Yeah, it's a funny day. It's like the weather's building, but it's not building, if you know what I mean. Like there's no grey skies, but it's kind of overcast. But I bet you I'm going to have some colour to show for it, so I'm kind of happy about that. And especially a Queenslander, you'll know all about these. They're usually everywhere on beaches. I picked this one because it reminded me of Positano. But they come in stripes, different coloured stripes, different patterns. This is my little setup. Really easy to pack up and put away. I would have liked to have brought the dogs, but I wasn't confident to bring the dogs without hubby to help with this. Have you entered my giveaway? Oh, there's a plane somewhere. It's making a lot of noise. The cloud cover is really echoing. Have you entered my LV giveaway? If you haven't and you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go to Vlogmas Day 2 because I am giving away a brand new piece of Louis Vuitton, a small leather good. And it's been nice to see so many entries, but keep them coming. And if you know a friend that wants to kick off their Louis Vuitton collection and doesn't want to take the plunge by spending their own cold hard cash, then tell them to enter the giveaway. Ooh, a bit warm. So we decided to cancel lunch and just have a lovely platter lunch by the pool at our Airbnb and have a bit of a swim and what have you. So I am now going to pick up some nice wine because yesterday we struggled to find a nice rosé, and the one that I took a punt on was not very nice at all. So I'm now going to go to a bigger bottle shop, another Australianism, a liquor store you might call it in America. Sometimes you can buy alcohol in the supermarkets, I hear. We can't do that. So I'm going to go and try and find a nice refreshing rosé for our platter, and then I'm going to go home and make a platter for lunch. Mummy's home, babies. Hello. Hello, babies. Hello, did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yeah. Alright then, seems as Mr. Addiction wants to be called Mr. Addiction, let's have a look at what his addictions are, shall we? This was for 2 full days. Mind you, he hasn't eaten any yet, but the fridge also has like chocolate and things in it as well. Honestly, I've got no hope. I don't like Doritos and I don't like those chips. I just like these. I like these ones, the plain ones. But he has soy crisps with chili and lime. I had to get 2 boxes of Jats, even though we were only going to be having 1 platter. Party-sized Doritos, just in case. Braised beef brisket chips or crisps. Portuguese chicken crisps. Got to have options. Yeah, Mr. Addiction it is. So here is the platter that we are going to enjoy, get off fly. We're going to enjoy for lunch. We've got our Jats We've got some fig and black olive, some Tasmanian smoked salmon. We have some jalapeno hummus, strawberries, Maggie Beer's quince paste, Sicilian olives, cherries. Cherries are definitely a Christmas food. We have some prosciutto, we have some vintage crumbly cheddar. The cheese had been sitting out for about half an hour to make it nice and soft, which is perfect. Some Tasmanian blue banner pickled onions, Maggie Beer's triple cream brie, which has been sitting out, so it should be kind of oozy, which is just how I like it. Some mixed olives. These are supermarket olives, so I'm not confident that they will be fantastic. And when we bought the cheese, we got this free cheese knife as well. I mean, nothing's free, but it's a bonus, right? So we're going to get a glass of probably sparkling rosé and sit out, look at the pool, go away fly, and enjoy lunch. These 2 days are like an energy injection. Just divine. We did not eat the olives because they were not nice. We've been spoilt. The place that I showed you on my day 5 or 6 vlog, we love their olives. And after you've had them, you can't have supermarket olives anymore. Whether they're from the deli or whether they are from the, you know, what do you call it? The jarred food section. Just a moment. Mr. Addiction is coming to top me up. Oh, hello, Mr. Addiction. It's a scary name for you. Thank you, stop. No. Thank you. So you might be wondering why we drink sparkling wine in a white wine glass. Because that's how the French do it. The flutes are just a bit, you know, I don't have a French word for it, but they just, I don't know. They're not the most comfortable glasses to drink out of, but also they kind of really limit the bouquet of the wine. And this is a sparkling rosé, and they have to be called sparkling. They cannot be called champagne because champagne is only from Champagne. If you didn't know that, you do now. But I assume since you watch my channel, you probably know that. Anyway, this one is a New Zealand one. And no offense to any New Zealanders who watch my channel, but my husband's like, oh, disappointing. Not as flavorful. And I'm like, do you know who you remind me of? And he's like, who? You? I'm like, you have caught it. You have caught the high standards bug. It's really hard when you try really nice things and then you just have to keep it up, otherwise everything just pales in comparison. So we had a nice relaxing dinner. Now Mr. Addiction, as he's now going to be called, there goes Alf. Hey Alf. We've decided that we are just going to blow off all of our plans today, and we're going to have fresh Mooloolaba prawns in the pool with some champagne for dinner, because this is how we roll on holidays. We don't like to book things. I booked just because it was a busy time of year. But yeah, we don't want the hassle. So, and I've got plenty of outings coming up for you anyway. So never mind, there will be some outfits of the night. But we are going to skip the seafood dinner for a Mooloolaba prawn and prawn sauce made by moi and champagne dinner in the pool. What could be more holiday worthy than that? I think even though it was overcast today, I think I still got a little bit of colour on me. And I was under the shade most of the time. I don't know if it is my polarized glasses. Someone's doing some work. Or if I actually do have colour. But I feel like I have colour. And I don't sunbake in the sun, you know. I know about sun damage and all of that jazz, but I do like letting the sun hit my body. It feels amazing. It's just what the doctor ordered. And this morning at the beach was actually really, really nice. I caught up with my dad. I listened to my Sopranos podcast. I really love talking Sopranos. Does anyone else love Sopranos? To me, there is nothing like the Sopranos. I just think it's one of the best series ever. Speaking of series, tomorrow, Just Like That is going to air at 7 p.m. our time, which means, well, 7 p.m. Sydney time, which is 6 p.m. our time. So yeah, who's excited for And Just Like That? It's going to be really interesting to see how it goes. I'm going to be watching it on binge, so I'm not sure if they're releasing everything or if we have to wait every week. I don't know what the format is. How are you going to be watching it? How are you going to be celebrating? I haven't even thought that far ahead yet, but I feel like I need to get some cosmopolitan ingredients ready, which sadly I always have cosmopolitan ingredients on hand. Yeah, I need to plan something. I did do myself quite a mischief, and if you don't know what a mischief is, you need to watch Chopper, the movie, about an Australian gangster killer who had someone slice his ears off in prison to get attention. But if you know, you know. If you don't know, you should watch Chopper the movie. Eric Bana played Chopper Reed, Mark Chopper Reed, and yeah, very entertaining. He said he only killed bad people, which I suppose is it's a reasonable excuse, but I don't think he ever was found guilty of killing anyone. He was found guilty of many other things, but never of killing anybody. So putting up my shade, look at this. I've got this nasty blood blister on my finger now. I said to Mr. Addiction, how ridiculous is that name? Anyway, I said to Mr. Addiction, this is because you didn't come to the beach with me and you chose to work, but I got this injury. I deserve better. Say hello to my little friend. I've got the world's tiniest grasshopper. I rescued him from the pool. We are now friends. Just don't go and eat any nice flowers. You can just eat weeds. That would be fine. Does anyone else like saving critters from pools? I know it's a weird thing. This one, he kind of matches my nail polish, doesn't he? What should we call him? Grassy? Grassy the grasshopper? Not very original. Oh, he's like kicking out the back. What's he doing? Always groundbreaking content here on Dale's Addiction with my little grasshopper friend. The screen's making you look much bigger than you are, isn't it? Where are you going? Have you got a taste for champagne? Have you got a taste for sparkling wine? I'll keep that to myself, thank you very much. Look at him. Did you think that when you went out today, you were going to be meeting... Ooh, kicking. You're going to be meeting me. While you were near death. I don't think you did. Oh, there you go. Look at him. Oop, where'd he go? He's gone. The stink beetle has been rescued from the pool. It's a little drunk from chlorine or swimming salts. Not a particularly attractive bug, but just because it's not attractive doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be saved from an inevitable drowning death, which is rather unpleasant for a bug if you're not plucked off the surface of the water and eaten by a bird. So there we go. My second rescue of the day. Autumn, your kindness calendar is great, but have you been rescuing bugs? Does it look like it's going to be storming to you? There's the non-storm area and there's the storm area. I think it's safe to say we might be up for a little bit of a show this afternoon. It has been thundering and lightning, raining for at least a couple of hours now. So our idea of having prawns in the pool was not going to happen, but we are having prawns all pre-peeled. I hate peeling prawns. Is anyone else the same? Look at these. Woohoo! And we also have another delicacy, the Moreton Bay bug. Yeah, that's gone to waste, but we're still going to do it, and I'm showered and in my pajamas. I just wanted to do a shout out to the Salty Palm. It's been lovely staying here. Everything that you could think of has been taken care of. This is not sponsored. This is just a small business, like all businesses, trying to make things work. So we are going to have prawns and champagne. As I said before, I have some whole egg mayonnaise. I'm going to make my seafood sauce, Cheats version. Okay, I've got some Heinz tomato ketchup. I always prefer ketchup over tomato sauce. And I'm going to peel off this sticker here. This is hard. This is hard with nails. This is where you got to do the... Does anyone else do that? Naughty, naughty. We all do it, just admit. So put about that much mayo with about that much sauce, or ketchup, should I say. And you've got to have Tabasco. That you have to have. If you don't have Tabasco, it's not even worth having. Now, how do I open this one? God, they make these things so hard to get into. Here we go. Here's an injury waiting to happen. I've got a blood blister and a chopped off finger today. Okay, so Tabasco, shake it like your mama gave it to you. Is that how it goes? I don't know. And then shake it in. Plenty of Tabasco in there. All right, and then you simply add salt and pepper and you whip it up until it becomes a beautiful pink sauce. Wait right there. It should be the colour of a prawn. That's kind of the rule. There you go. So we should test it, shouldn't we? Because good chefs always test their food. So let's grab one of these beautifully peeled prawns. I did get some sun today, look at me. Ooh. Beautifully peeled prawn. Pop it in its matching sauce. Very good match. I think more Tabasco. I always think more Tabasco though. So hubby has gone to get some champagne, and once he does, we're just going to have a, oh sorry, not hubby, Mr. Addiction has gone to get some champagne, and then once he gets back, we are just going to have a quiet night in. So I will show you what we're going to eat, and I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will see you tomorrow back
We
at
wish
home.
you a Merry Christmas.